There's no need to pressure Eve. She's going to tell us whether Fox or Chad fathered Whitney's baby.
Then what is she waiting for?
Whitney is not just any patient. Whitney is Eve's daughter, so regardless of who the father is, the baby means that Eve is a grandmother. You've been known to be maternal on occasion. Surely you're sensitive enough to know the impact Whitney's news has had on Eve. Are you sure you're up for this now? We understand if you'd like a moment.
Thank you, Julian. No, everyone's been waiting long enough. I think it's time we all knew the truth. More pain later.
Hello? We're still here, and we're still waiting. So what did the examination reveal? How long has Whitney been pregnant, and who is the father of her baby? My son, Fox? Or her brother, Chad? Well, Eve, what is the verdict? Who is the father of Whitney's baby? It must be Chad. Look at how upset Eve is.
It's possible, but I pray it's Fox.
Given the choice, so do I.
Chad, I can only imagine the pain that you're going through. Having loved Whitney so much, wanting to have children with her, and now to think that perhaps you fathered a child with your own sister.
You know, I got some information from the library. It said that because Whitney and I are half brother and sister, the baby could be all messed up.
Well, it's best to prepare for the worst.
Yeah, well, I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be. You know, and well, I just hate to think about how the baby is gonna grow up if it's mine. You know, and Whitney, I mean, how is she gonna handle being the mother to her own nephew or niece?
Julian, can we talk to you a minute in private, please?
Yeah, it's really important.
Excuse me a minute. I gather something's wrong.
Well, you look like you have a lot on your mind, too. Is everything okay?
Picked up on the tension in the ER. It's a family situation with Fox and Chad and Whitney. I'd rather not go into it now. People will know soon enough.
Sure, we understand.
Yeah, I've got a family situation of my own to deal with.
The news that Wheeler fellow is your long-lost father, Martin Fitzgerald?
Oh, you heard?
Most people have.
That's great. Look, there's something else that I need to talk to you about, though.
What?
Sheridan and I want to get legally married.
But there's one problem.
You see, Antonio's body was never recovered after the crane jet exploded.
Oh, so legally it takes 7 years for someone to be
Yeah.
declared dead, a prerequisite for you to be free to marry Louise.
Right, that's right.
Did you ever think about divorcing Antonio? You'd be single again in a fairly short period of time.
Well, I would still have to go to the church and get an annulment, and that itself would take years.
That's why we came to you. You know, we need the crane influence to make sure Antonio's declared dead.
Look, we know that Father could hurt you. Are you willing to help us?
I'll gladly use the crane influence for a chance to do good for a change. I hope you have Antonio declared legally dead as soon as possible.
Thank you. Thank you, Julian.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Don't worry.
I'm worried about you, though. I mean, what if Father gets wind of what you're doing?
Well, I'll have to keep it on the down low, as the kids say. If Father were to find out, I'm sure he'd do everything he could to stop me.
Can't stop us.
Not that he hasn't tried.
And doubtless will again.
Oh, we'll be ready for him.
As much as you think you know how ruthless Father can be, you really don't know anything.
Doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna stop us from getting married.
Yes, I'll call Judge Riley. I have him earn the ridiculous amount of money we line his pockets with. He will have Antonio declared legally dead.
You know something, Julian? You turn into a real stand-up guy.
Well, I have a lot to make up for. See, I promised our mother that I would always look after Sheridan, and there have been times that I have not done that. So I have a lot to make up for. And I also can't wait to dance with you at your wedding.
Neither can I.
I love you, Sheridan.
I love you too, Julian.
Well, be careful.
Yes, please.
I will. Go on. Oh, God, I haven't prayed for so long, but I hope you'd hear me now. Please let my sister find happiness. She deserves it more than anyone. And please help Eve and Chad and Whitney through this time, especially if Eve has the horrible news that Ivy is so sure of. Amen.
Is the father Fox or Chad?
The father of Whitney's baby is Fox.
Fox is the father of Whitney's baby? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. As sure as Whitney was when she told you that Fox was going to be a father.
Well, then I guess it's true.
I knew it. I knew it all along. We're having a baby.
Oh.
For everyone's sake, I'm glad I'm not the baby's father. You know, now I won't have the stigma of being a product of incest.
Thank God. Larry Winger would have had a field day with that one.
Please, Ivy.
So, I guess I was wrong.
Yes, I guess.
Okay, so I really, really am happy for the two of you. I am. And you know, when it comes time to name the baby, well, Ethan and Gwen have the baby naming book, and I'm sure they'll lend it to you.